Hello guys, Squid here. Today we're doing Ghoul V4, Ghoul V1 to V4 video, the tips and tricks and the fastest ways on how to do this. So I'll see you guys on V1. Alright guys, the first place we're going to need to go is the graveyard. So if you come over here, I would normally just like portal there, but I think I'm going to. I need to show you guys where it is, just in case you don't know. So you can see right over there that there's these pillars almost, and in those pillars there's the graveyard. You need to be I think it's level 1000, over level 1000 to do this, and be in the second C. So let me just graveyard. Alright, so here is the graveyard, and here is where we need to go, right here. You guys definitely will not miss this because it is huge. But once we go into here, this is where we need to go, inside the cursed ship. And to actually get Ghoul V1, you need to go into this kitchen area right from inside of there and head over to this NPC, the experiment. I think that's how you say it. I'm not 100% sure, but see, fellow ghoul, you're gonna need to have 100 ectoplasm and a hellfire torch to talk to him to get the ghoul race. So if we go up here, I think it's like every 3 nights the cursed captain spawns. This is the boss where you can get the hellfire torch. It is really hard to get because it is really rare. But if you just server hop into finding a server with him spawn and you just kill him, like it took me like I think 5 hours to get it, and but after you've done that and you have the 100 ectoplasm, which can be dropped from any of these guys in the ship, like any of these guys will drop ectoplasm, and the cursed captain will drop 10 ectoplasm guaranteed anytime you kill him. You have to do over 10% of the damage to kill him, or around 10%. Once you talk to him, he'll change your race to ghoul. So then, once you have that done, you can just, that's step 1 complete. Then you have the ghoul race. I think it just makes you faster at night. Really, I think that's really all it does. Maybe heals you some more, gives you a little bit extra HP regen. But next for V2, we're gonna have to go over to Docks 3 and then go up here, and then let's just go over here. I forget where this guy is. He's like right around here, I think. Yeah, there he is, the alchemist. So you're gonna talk to him. Yeah, he says thanks for the money because I already have V2. But you're gonna talk to him, and it's gonna cost you 500,000 to buy it. But he's gonna say you need to find flowers first. I'm gonna have a full guide on how to get the flowers, so you guys just watch that because it's gonna take a while to explain a lot for this video. But once you've found all the flowers, you come back, you can buy V2. V2 grants you life leech. I think it's like up to 25% of the damage you do with fighting styles, so you can only get it with fighting styles. But next we're gonna have to go to, see that big tree over there? That's where we're going next. So let's just head over to that right there. This one's, it's either going to be, for you, it's either going to be the easiest or the hardest, depending on your level and who's in your server. So if you go around to this side of the tree, right down here, the tree where the diamond boss spawns, there should be a like a false wall, and you can walk through to, I don't really know what this area is called. On the portal, it's like, see, it's the there it is, the doghouse. See, that's right there. We'll just teleport you to that. Seems like someone else wants to be here. But if you talk to him, he'll say you need to kill 5 players just in the same server. It doesn't have to be normal kills. They can be lower level than you. They can be suspicious kills, whatever. But there's been a glitch, like it happened to me when you got the 5 kills, but it still doesn't count. And they can also be the same player. But I had to get a few more kills and it eventually worked. So you can just find like the lowest level player and just kill him a bunch if you want to be toxic. But if you have Buddha, it should be easy. Then he'll ask you for 2 million bellies, so that's a lot. But once you've done that, you'll have the V3 called Heightened Senses. I actually forget what this does. I know it does. You can use your moves on 40% cooldown, including M1. So if you have Buddha, it's really good for that. It increases your speed. I think also damage by 5%, and then like defense maybe. But see, look, see, I go really fast now. And I think it also stacks with the nighttime boost, and it lasts for a good time too. So that is V3. For V4, we're gonna have to go all the way to the 3rd seed. So I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, we are here inside of the 3rd seed. So for this part, I'm not gonna explain V4. I'll give you a basic rundown of it. So you're gonna need to go over to the castle, beat the Rip Indralast, talk to this guy, go over to the Great Tree, enter the Temple of Time, get a mirror fractal, go to the find a Mirage Island. Now I think they made it to where it doesn't have to be a full moon, but find one at night. Use your V3 skill while looking up at the moon, and then you have to go find this blue gear, bring it back, and then you can do V4 trials. It's complicated, so I'll have its own separate video on that coming out here in the next week or so. But you're gonna need to come to Great Tree. So that's Hydra Island right there. Here's Great Tree. So in this, I would recommend for V4 trials, I would recommend being level max, like 2600, or whatever the max level is. So I would recommend being max, and also having Buddha, because Buddha's the easiest to do this. It's just all you have to do is basically just spam. So for some, let's just go up here. It is kind of hard because I don't know when. I think after the Dragon update, they made it to where these, because you weren't able to walk on them, so it was easier. Because Buddha, you would just have to like jump, just jump up the tree and you would get there. So now you have to like either use your moves or fly up there, so it takes a lot longer. So let's go in here. Here is the Temple of Time, aka the V4 room. So let's go right here. That guy's where you exit. Now let me open this. Here is where you're gonna go, like right in there. You're gonna go to the right next to the angel thing. This is the ghoul trial room. Now in the ghoul trials, you are gonna have to be defeating these NPCs. So actually, I'll just tell you how to start trials. You're gonna need 3 people with a different race than you. Then you're gonna have to activate your V3 at the same time as everyone else, and you have to do this during a full moon too. So it has to be a full moon, and then you're gonna activate it, and it's gonna say trials starting at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you're gonna enter, and then you're gonna have to kill some zombies. They are really easy. But once you're done with that, you're gonna get teleported in here, and then you're gonna have to fight to the death. And the last one standing gets V4. Now that we've got that done, you're gonna see a light, and the light's gonna have you follow it all the way through this way. Yeah, it's through here. Through here, I can't see, but when you have the V4, you can see, or when you actually beat the thing, you can see. And it's gonna take you all the way up there, and then there's gonna be a gear. You're gonna have to click interact, and then you'll get the first gear for V4. Then you're gonna have to do some training, which is just activate V4 3 times and stay in it. Like, it's 3 minutes, but it lasts around a minute, so just activate it like 3 times and stay in there. The fastest way is getting hit by people, because NPCs it works, but if you don't have any friends like to help you out with this, I know from personal experience, but you're just sea beast time. Like, if you fight sea beasts or terror sharks, it will get it up really fast, and you can just activate it a bunch of times. But now time for the tips, and well, not yet actually. I'm gonna go over the ghoul V4. So the first gear, it will max out all of your stats to max level. That means your sword stats will do the same damage as your melee stats in fruit. So once that's gear 1, then the first gear that actually unlocks stuff, I forget, I don't know if it's red or blue, because I only have the first gear, but I know what they do. So one of the gears is called life leech, I think, or something, but it basically will take, and unlike the V2 where it will like only works on fighting styles, this will actually work on anything. So if you use your sword, it will do the same as your fruit or fighting style. I don't know if it stacks though, so it might stack, but okay, so that's the first one. And then if you upgrade it again, then it will just have the effects greatly increased. Then the second gear is called domain expansion. It will give you like a black circle around you that will blind the player, and I think we'll also do some other effects. I'll put the effects up on screen because I don't really know them off the top of my head. Oh, there's someone else here. But then if you choose to upgrade the gear, because you can only upgrade one of the two. So if you upgrade the domain expansion, it will make the circle bigger, and also every time you dash, crows will go and attack people, which is pretty cool. So now time for some tips and tricks. Alright guys, tip number 1. If you are gonna use if you're going to get V1 of ghoul, I would highly suggest either, if you don't have a private server, because a private server I think would be the easiest way, but I don't have a private server, so what I did was just server hop until the moon was like a night before. I would just wait till I saw the health bar and then go kill them from there. It's probably the easiest way, just server hop. So also I would recommend using boot for it, because just boot is good for everything. So on to tip number 2. Alright guys, tip number 2. If you were using this is for V2, I would suggest again a private server, just so no one can kill you with the flowers. But for the yellow flower, which you have to kill, you can only get by killing NPCs, I would highly recommend just going to the lowest level NPC, because it works on any of them, and just kill those a bunch of times, and you should have the flower fairly easy, like within 10 minutes. Next, also I would recommend using portal, but if you have other fruits, it's fine. Just get a friend or someone else to drive around in a boat to all the spawn locations, and it shouldn't take you that long. Alright, on to the next one. If you guys are struggling to kill the people for number 3, I already kind of gave this, but just kill any low level people, like the lowest level people that you can, because that is just the easiest way. Because it could be the same person, and it doesn't matter if it's a suspicious kill or they're too low level for you, it still counts as a kill. So just keep doing that over and over again, and that should be the easiest way. On to tip number 4. So this one's for V4. Like you already know, they use Buddha and stuff. But another tip, if you have the first gear and you're unlocking the first add-on gear, like either the blue or the red, I would definitely go with the life leech first. Just because because you can use your V4 in trials. So by using the life leech, I don't think blinding their screen is really gonna help. When if they're a Buddha, they can just click and dash. So the life leech will keep you alive a lot longer and will probably win you the thing most of the time. Then you can just unlock the main expansion next. Well guys, I think this is it for the video. These are all the tips and tricks I have to getting my ghoul. So I will see you guys in the next one.